Hi, I'm Lance.
And I'm Joe.
And we're the Star Guys.
And today we're going to talk to you about sound sweeps. We're going to talk about the different kinds of sound sweeps, how to set up for them, how to actually do a sweep, and then we'll talk a little bit about the whistles that we use for our sound sweeps. So the location of your searchers during a sound sweep is pretty important depending on the terrain. So in this scenario right now, we're just looking over the edge of a hillside and we're in a straight line. But if you're on a spur, or what we call a landing here in Oregon where all the logging happened, when they pulled the logs up on those landings and cleared it, you want to put people strategically around the outside. So one person on the tip and one on each side of the spur so that they get a good coverage. And then when you do your sound sweep, you can be listening. Conversely, if you're working down a draw or looking at a canyon, you want to try and surround the canyon as best you can, but also know that your sound sweep is limited because the canyon is going to focus the sound going out the canyon, then straight out at an angle there in a kind of a cone shape. Yep. And so you're not going to cover as much territory as if you were out on a spur.
All right, so we want to demonstrate how we do our sound sweep. So once you have your team, you go ahead and let them get spread out and facing kind of in different directions. So everybody's listening to kind of a different direction from each other. And then once you do that, you're going to blow your whistle 3 times in the direction that you're trying to project the whistle as far as possible. Make sure you let the other teams know either on the radio or if they're in the general vicinity, let them know that you're doing a sound sweep and command to know that you're doing a sound sweep so they don't get confused by different noises in the woods. Command, this is Team 1 performing a sound sweep. Sound sweep, plug your ears. James! So once you perform your sound sweep, you want to wait a minute or two and have your team at a total silence just to be able to allow the noises to kind of come back. The whistles are loud. I know you're plugging your ears, but once you unplug your ears, you still need to kind of equalize again back to your surroundings. So listen really hard. A lot of times teams will end up doing sound sweeps. They'll wait about 10-15 seconds and then they go on their search. It's really a good time just to slow down and take some extra precautions to listen to what's going on in the woods.
Well, I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, so one of the things that I think that we're forgetting though, because I think that there's other techniques for sound sweeps.
Well, we probably didn't mention the coordinated sound sweep. And so in the coordinated sound sweep, what you do is you'll have teams scatter over a very long distance. They probably can't see multiple teams. They can't hear or see each other. And so what you do is you contact command and you say, we're going to do a coordinated sound sweep of all of our teams. And command does a countdown, 3, 2, 1, blow the whistle. All the teams blow the whistle at the same time. And then everybody's quiet for 2 to 3 minutes. And then you're covering a really large area in a very short time when you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So just as always, you got to remember that you have to follow your own protocols and whatever your team specifically does on the sound sweeps. We're only here to give suggestions. We're not the end-all be-all on sound sweeps. So make sure that you listen to your coordinators and your agencies and do it how your team says to do it.
Good. So I think that's probably wrapped us up then.
Weren't we going to talk about whistles?
Doggone it, we forgot that too.
Sweeps,
boy, we're getting forgetful, aren't we?
We're going to have to figure this out, huh?
Next video.
Yeah, next video.
Next video.
Right,
we'll make
it. Whistles.
It'll be a good video. It'll be a good whistle video.
Bring your earplugs though. See you on the trail. Okay.